So I'm in the Abandoned Places map this time. I'm actually surprised that I've never played it before, but I have seen videos of this before, and it's kind of interesting. However, I think this is going to be one of those special maps where you get put near something that has a theme related to the map, but that's not going to end up being what I use. I think it's going to be kind of like a normal GeoGuessr round where I look for signs and highway numbers and stuff, but anyways, I can try it. See how this goes. Looks like we're in Europe here, beside a lake, which is helpful for like finding the place without having to zoom in a whole lot because the lake looks relatively large. Just trying to look for any type of sign or something that would point towards which country that it, or give some clues as to which country this is. Um, Actually, was this guy driving on the left? Yeah, we are driving on the left, so it's the UK or Ireland, perhaps. Actually, do they have the yellow plates? Yeah, we have the yellow plates, so it's the UK, but let's see if these, there's that stereotypical phone booth. Looks like it is just in English, so I think that rules out Wales and Northern Ireland. I don't think Scotland has anything. I think Scotland is just English on the signs, but I might be wrong about that. See if any of these, no. I think I'm going the wrong way here. Let's go the other way, southeast instead, and see if there's anything better. Actually, maybe not. The road gets narrower here. Okay, let's see. Thinking this is probably quite far north based on the landscape and everything. Perhaps it is in Scotland and just the lake. Okay. Let's hope I get a highway number. That's gonna be, yeah, see, I'm not really using as I said, I'm not using the location that I was given, really. Oh, that was actually bilingual, I think. Lock, that's a Scottish thing, isn't it? Yeah, so it is Scotland. That is pretty good. It narrows it down a bit. However, I don't think Scotland's very densely populated, so it might be kind of hard to get clues here. I could probably look for that lake, actually. No, there's probably tons of lakes in Scotland. Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. But it's probably somewhere like one of these. Oh yeah, I'm really not using the actual abandoned building. Actually, I barely even looked at it. I just kind of started moving right away. See if I can get a highway sign or something. Loch Long. Oh, actually, we're in a park. That actually narrows it down a lot. We're in this thing. Loch Long. It was going kind of east to west. So it's not that. Okay, how much am I going to have to zoom in to actually see these? Oh, maybe this. No. I'm not actually seeing this, but I think we're in this park. Maybe it's not as big as I thought it was. Oh shit, what happened there? Oh, I ran out of time. Oh crap, I did see these, that place, Aro Char. I saw that on the sign, I just forgot to look for it. But I wasn't paying attention to the time. Oh, there's Loch Long. So it's actually not a lake, it was actually an inlet. That's interesting. So that's why I didn't really, I think I did zoom in. I might have only paid attention to this, but I didn't really look at these much because they didn't, well, they're not technically lakes, I guess. Anyway, let's move on. The score was pretty decent, though. What happened here? And yeah, I didn't even look at the, oh crap, it's a photosphere. I didn't look at the actual abandoned building in the first one at all. I'll look at it at the end. Okay, so this is an abandoned building full of graffiti. Let's look at the people. Can't really, it's kind of blurry, so I can't even see the name, Walter Scavuzzo. I don't know, Walter sounds just like an English name, but Scavuzzo, I don't know, that sounds more Italian, but there's a lot of people with Italian names who don't live in Italy. Especially in like Argentina, I think there's a lot of Italians, so it could be somewhere like there. Yeah, there, .ar. That's interesting. Always lucky to get domain codes, but it's kind of funny that I got it on this like graffiti. So the problem with Argentina is that it's a very large country, and I'm not really sure where to put this, if I should just put it in Buenos Aires. I don't think there's much point in looking around much because abandoned buildings aren't necessarily uh, anything interesting that would show up on the map. Really, they're just there. They're not actually. They're probably less likely to show up on the map than pretty much any other type of building, since there's no purpose anymore to these buildings. There's no business or anything that Google would have to mark. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, especially since I don't trust the compass at all. So let's see. We do have a bit of a park though. That's the thing that might kind of narrow it down. I wonder if it is a park building that's been abandoned, like this perhaps. We don't have a lake though, but maybe on this side, because this doesn't actually show up as any business or anything. So let's go there. Okay, what the hell? Okay, I don't know if that's accurate. Let's see, because let's hope that doesn't. Oh shit! It's gonna pop up my address there, isn't there? That's why I'm hesitant to use Google, because sometimes it shows my home address on the screen. Let's click on this before that happens though. So I'm not sure if, I don't know. This doesn't seem to be abandoned, so I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, let's move on here. Okay, another photosphere. Holy shit. It's gonna be tough. Nevada Rogers is the name of the person who did it. I'm just gonna assume it's in the US somewhere. I'm not sure. I assume graffiti kind of has a more international style where, like, I mean, where many countries have the same style of graffiti, but this does look like graffiti I have seen in the US, but I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable about graffiti. So, yeah, I'm gonna say it's the US. If it is the US, it could be lots of places. It is pretty sunny. Nevada Rogers, could that actually mean we're in Nevada? I feel like I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with like Oakland or something, like some crappy area of California, or like Stockton or something. I don't know. It could be a lot of places. I mean, abandoned buildings could be in very nice areas too, perhaps. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna say Oakland because I know they do have a lot of problems. I know this area is kind of crappy over here. So let's just stick it down here. Where's like an actual industrial area though? Somewhere like this, and let's just see what happens. Oh, it was California. Okay, so it wasn't the type of like abandoned building that I was thinking of. I was thinking more of an urban building, but yeah, you gotta remember that there are tons of abandoned things out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe they have it in the wrong spot, I'm not sure. But we are... What is this? There's tons of roads around, but... Harvard, I don't know, I guess it's near Barstow then. Is it like an old train town? Train station? I don't know. Maybe they have it in the wrong spot. Anyway, let's move on here. This looks like Europe. Perhaps it's the UK again. Let's not screw it up again, because the UK tends to be a bit easier in terms of the amount of clues that you get. Especially last time I really could have done a lot better. Because I did get a lot of clues. I got the lakes, I got the park, or I got the lake, the one lake, I got the park name, and I got the place name, but all I really used to my advantage was the park name. This is definitely either the UK or Ireland. Let's actually try to see a car, or a license plate. Fortunately, I can't see any. I'm just going to assume based on like probability that it is the UK, just because the UK is bigger. It is pretty foggy. I associate that with Scotland, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Obviously, they could have just taken it on a foggy day. It doesn't mean it's a place that is foggy often. Let's go the other way. Get away from the fog here. Here we go. We got a highway sign. Again, I didn't really even look at the... Oh, I think we're in Ireland. I didn't look at the abandoned building at all. Okay, Cork is on N22. So Tralee and Cork. N22 is the one that I'm... Is it this? Because it's... Oh, that's M8. Oh, N22 there. So I think it just goes... Okay, goes from this area to Cork, and then it ends in Cork, I believe. So we're somewhere in here. Where's the other place? Tralee. Actually, I can look for the other ones. What is it? R608. I wonder if these have some sort of pattern. There we go. So we're approaching that this way. Yeah, okay, so we're here, or we're in this roundabout now, and then we have the freeway here, or the highway, whatever they call it, motorway. Okay, so we started somewhere. What the hell? This road doesn't add up. Maybe it's this one. No, that doesn't make sense. Crap, you have to be pretty close. Oh no, this is a worldwide map. Worldwide map, never mind. But how does this work? Maybe it is this road here. Do the L highways not show up? Because it makes more sense if it is this one. I'm just going to assume it's this one, and let's go the other way. See if we have that creek that we cross at some point. Actually, I'm not going to use that. Let's just... Okay, I ran out of time anyway. Ah, shit, just a little bit too far south. I should have gone back and tried to pinpoint the location based on the angle of the road, but again, I wasn't paying attention to the time. So the abandoned building was just this. There's not much of it that you can really see. So let's move on here. I assume the first one was probably like that, but I didn't pay attention to it. Okay. So, Jacob, I guess, Mate, I don't know how to say with the EJ at the end, but anyway. The name sounds a bit more Eastern European to me, but my initial instincts, or whatever, were for this area here. I think that might be wrong, actually. Let's go a little bit farther east, just based on the guy's name and stuff. And on second thought, it does, I don't know. Don't really see enough buildings. Oh yeah, look at the buildings. They look a bit more eastern than what I was originally thinking. I don't think it's Germany or something. Oh wait, I don't know what religion these countries are. I know they're like Christian, but I don't know if they're Catholic or Protestant or like Eastern Orthodox or something or whatever, but I'm gonna assume that, yeah, it is probably one of these countries over here. Again, I'm not going to focus too much on the name because people can travel, so it is a valley, and I think the hills, the mountains down in like Croatia and stuff are kind of jagged and rocky, so I'm going to assume that it's probably up in this area. There are some mountains here. We have a very flat valley though. Could be like something like this perhaps in Slovakia. Yeah, it looks like the mountains we're on are not, or the hills that we're on are not that big, but the other side does have some bigger ones. So probably wrong to put it there. Maybe something more like this. I'm not going to worry too much about this since it is a photosphere. Like, I'm not going to worry about the angles and such, but let's see. Can't really tell how big these mountains are, but let's just go with something like that, just because this is like abandoned places. It's not necessarily going to be something that's visible on the map, as I said earlier, and I think we've already gotten quite a few rural type of rounds. So it actually was Slovakia. So I'm not sure if the name was Slovakian, but I didn't fully use that. It was just kind of the region, kind of a guess, but also based on the buildings combined with the type of mountain and stuff. So it actually looks like this is some type of attraction or something, historical site and tourist attraction there. I'm not sure why it is abandoned though, but okay, let's save that. So actually the worst score was the US one. That's interesting. So let's look at the first one, which I said I was going to do because I kind of ignored the building. I just moved on as if it was a normal GeoGuessr game. I guess it's this one. So yeah, this is not specifically like anything significant, like that train station in Detroit or that big car manufacturing plant in Detroit that's completely abandoned. It could just be like a single house or something, I think. It's not necessarily anything major. But let's go back to the game breakdown. Wait, what was that? Oh crap, I'm messing things up here. I don't know. Anyway, what was my... Actually, I didn't get any perfect scores, but my best one was that Ireland one. The UK one could have been better, or Scotland one could have been better, but I made some mistakes there. What else? Argentina was pretty good. That was just a guess. And this one was just a guess. I got the state right. Round 4. Yeah, it was the Ireland round, and then that last round I got the country right. So I think everything I got the country right. And I got like the Scotland part right and the California part right, so that's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more GeoGuessr videos, and comment if you have any suggestions of interesting maps like this that I could play. I think I've done most of the ones in the Explorer, or I mean the Editor's Choice section. But I'll look if there's a few more that I might be interested in that I could play. But yeah, if you want to make any maps or anything, or if you have made a map that you'd like to suggest, or if there's a map that you enjoy playing that's not on the Editor's Choice section, just drop a comment and I might end up playing it depending on what it is. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.